The world of aviation is no stranger to crises, but few incidents have captured global attention as swiftly as the tragic crash of Air India flight AI-171. On that fateful day in Ahmedabad, the skies over Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel International Airport turned into a theater of devastation. The Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner, destined for London, crashed shortly after takeoff, obliterating itself against a hostile building on the BJ Medical College campus. The toll was staggering: 241 lives lost on board, 28 fatalities on the ground, and a city left grappling with the aftermath. But what followed this tragedy was a remarkable demonstration of international solidarity, as 7 nations came together to respond to a single, catastrophic event. India, of course, bore the brunt of the tragedy. Ahmedabad was immediately plunged into chaos as rescue teams, police, and medical professionals rushed to the scene. Firefighters battled the inferno for hours, their efforts hampered by high temperatures and persistent smoke. Local hospitals were overwhelmed with casualties, while the city's morgue struggled to accommodate the deceased. The Indian Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, himself an Ahmedabad native, visited the crash site, offering words of solace to the grieving families. His presence underscored the gravity of the situation and the national mourning that enveloped the country. But this was no ordinary aviation disaster. It had international implications. Among the passengers were citizens from 7 nations, including the UK, the US, Canada, France, Australia, Germany, and India. The global composition of the flight's manifest turned the tragedy into a diplomatic emergency. Each nation mobilized its resources to provide support, investigate the causes, and bring closure to the affected families. The United Kingdom, with its sizable diaspora of Indian-origin citizens, was particularly impacted. Vishwas Kumar Ramesh, the lone survivor of the crash, held British citizenship. The UK's Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, FCDO, immediately dispatched consular officials to Ahmedabad, ensuring that British citizens received the necessary support. In London, the tragedy was front-page news, with vigils held in Leicester and Birmingham, cities with strong Indian communities. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak expressed his condolences and emphasized the UK's commitment to aiding the investigation. The United States also felt the weight of the disaster. Among the passengers were American business executives and tourists, their sudden loss sending shockwaves through communities back home. The U.S. National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, offered its expertise in decoding the flight data and cockpit voice recorders. Boeing, the manufacturer of the ill-fated aircraft, pledged full cooperation, sending a team of engineers and investigators to assist Indian authorities. The crash put the American aviation giant under intense scrutiny, with questions raised about maintenance protocols and technical failures. Canada, home to a large Indian diaspora, mourned the loss of its citizens on board. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau expressed his sorrow, and the Canadian High Commission in India worked tirelessly to coordinate with local authorities. Canada's Transportation Safety Board sent observers to monitor the investigation, ensuring transparency and accountability. France, with its own deep ties to the aviation industry, played a significant role. The aircraft's engines were co-developed by Rolls-Royce and Safran, a French company, making France an essential participant in the technical inquiry. French investigators joined the multinational team analyzing the crash, leveraging their expertise in aviation safety to unravel the sequence of events leading to the tragedy. Australia and Germany also stepped forward, their governments providing consular assistance and grief counseling to the families of their citizens who perished in the crash. For Germany, the incident served as a somber reminder of its own history with aviation disasters, fueling calls for even stricter international safety regulations. Back in India, the logistical challenges were immense. Coordinating the recovery of bodies, managing international investigations, and addressing the media frenzy required meticulous planning. The crash site itself became a focal point of activity, with investigators meticulously piecing together fragments of the wreckage. The black boxes, recovered within 24 hours, held the key to understanding what went wrong. Initial reports suggested a catastrophic mechanical failure during takeoff, compounded by the extreme heat in Ahmedabad. The investigation zeroed in on potential issues with the aircraft's flap systems and engine thrust, though definitive conclusions awaited further analysis. The response from the 7 nations was not merely symbolic, it was deeply collaborative. Teams of forensic experts, engineers, and diplomats worked side by side, exemplifying the power of international cooperation in the face of shared tragedy. The incident also highlighted the interconnected nature of modern aviation. In an industry where aircraft are designed in one country, assembled in another, and operated globally, safety is a collective responsibility. The human stories added a poignant layer to the tragedy. Families from 7 nations converged in Ahmedabad, united by their grief. The city, known for its resilience, opened its doors to these visitors, offering support and compassion. Local communities organized prayer meetings and memorial services, while students at BJ Medical College, who lost friends and classmates in the crash, planted a tree as a living tribute to those who died. For the aviation industry, the crash served as a wake-up call. The Boeing 787-8, a state-of-the-art aircraft, was not supposed to fail. Yet, its downfall underscored vulnerabilities that demand constant vigilance. Airlines and regulatory bodies worldwide have since intensified inspections of similar models, aiming to restore public confidence in air travel. The tragedy of Flight AI-171 will be remembered not only for its devastating toll but also for the extraordinary global response it elicited. In a world often divided by politics and borders, the aftermath of the crash showed what can be achieved when nations come together. It was a testament to the shared human spirit, proving that even in the darkest of times, unity and compassion can light the way forward.